if you've noticed, but these little tiny seed beads that we love working with, they tend to roll around a lot, don't they? I mean, if you're like me, you've got them on your floor, you've got them in between your sofa cushions, you probably have them in your bathroom drain. Okay, maybe not you, but I do. When we're working with the seed beads, you want to try to corral them in some way. And so just laying your beads out on, say, a kitchen table is not a really good idea because they're just going to go scattering everywhere. Here's a couple of the things that you can use to kind of help keep things under control. And the easiest, cheapest, and simplest thing is this right here. And this is a beading mat. This is what I think most people start out using. You can buy them usually at your local bead store, or I have them available on my website. It's basically a piece of Velux that's cut, and because it has a little bit of a nap to it, it keeps the beads from rolling around quite so much, and it's not such a high nap that you have trouble getting your needle into the beads because you're trying to avoid little things that are sticking up. So this is a really, really good option, and this is what I used for my beading for the first, I would say, 8 years of my career. And they come in different colors also. So you usually want several different colors because, for instance, if I was working in a palette that my beads kind of were similar to this color, then it would be really hard to see them. So I usually have a gray, a brown, a blue, and then this cream. And that way I can kind of pick the surface that will work best with the beads that I'm working with. So this is the entryway to go, is this beading mat. They're super cheap. After a while, because of course you want to upgrade, right? After a while, I discovered the Bead On It boards, and I have talked about the Bead On It boards before. You've seen me using them in these videos. It's what I always use in the videos when I'm working. And the upgrades on it from just the plain beading mat are a couple of things. One, you've got this padded edge, and the padded edge keeps your beads from falling off the end. So what will happen is, because I will frequently be working like on my little computer table, and if I knock this, the beads can just come right off the end of my beading mat and fall on the floor where the dogs eat them. So this, if I kind of knock it, those beads only just come right to the bumper here. And so it's a little bit more secure. This padded edge becomes a nice little thing for you to kind of tuck your needle and thread into, kind of park it there. And the surface is an upgrade from the Velux. This is a much nicer surface. It's sturdy. It has a wood bottom to it, so it's a nice sturdy thing to move around. And then if you're crazy like me and you have about 15 projects going on at once, and you have more than one bead on it board, they will actually stack nicely. And so I have a pile of bead on it boards that's about this high with various projects that I have got going on, and I'm able to just leave them on the board. So that was my second discovery. And then the most recent discovery has been this new piece here, which is the Beading Pal, the Ezel Beading Pal. And this is the thing that I use when I travel now, because it has a zippered edge to it, so I can zipper everything up in here and it's nice and secure. And it has slots for my beads, for my needles can go in here, my little tin snips, my little pearl shears can get put in here, and then I've got the surface right here to do my beading on, again with a small bumper right here to work with. And then there's even a spot for a ruler to sit. So this is my travel piece, is the Beading Pal. The Bead On It board is my main go-to at home when I'm sitting at home working. And then if I've run out of Bead On It boards, which does happen on occasion, then I've always got the backup of my entry-level just beading mats. So the beading mats I have for sale on my website at jillwisemandesigns.com. Bead On It boards and Ezel Findings Beading Pals, I have links for you down in the comments below where you can get your hands on those little critters. Super simple. Don't need much at all to get your space ready to do some beadwork. Enjoy.